What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another fresh commentary. Now guys, we all know Salt Bae, the famous influencer online, used to be a big meme with his signature move that he always does every time he pours salt on a customer's steak. Well, recently he's been facing a lot of backlash for his post over on Instagram, saying that price shouldn't matter because the quality his Dubai restaurant provides is so good. But I don't know, man, that's pretty questionable considering this recent order he's showing off. The person was billed over 615,065 Emirates, which even in USD, that's more than 150,000. And that is indeed an insane price. Like, who the hell would pay that much for a few items at this overhyped restaurant? Like, when I first look at this, I can understand why a lot of people are so mad, especially his own damn fans, because these prices are insane. Now, a lot of people have been defending him, saying, oh, it's because of the wine, that's what costs the most, that's why this bill looks so expensive, but not really, because if you take a closer look at the receipt, whoever got billed this paid $180 for French fries, $320 for onion flour, and those are just two things that's wrong with this receipt. The main thing everyone kept pointing out in the comments, but the list just goes on. Everything at his restaurant is just too overpriced, and I can completely understand why everybody's saying that this whole thing is now a scam, and that's why he's facing so much backlash for this post. I don't think it was a good idea for him to share his recent transaction that he made, because now this is making people think twice about visiting his famous spot in Dubai. And I could have sworn about 2 years ago the prices were never like this. Maybe he just brought them up because of the hype surrounding him as an influencer. Like, believe it or not, this guy is pretty famous. Look at the amount of followers he's ranking up and all of the people he's met. Not to mention the fact that he's gone completely viral because of his salt meme. But I'm sure other restaurants that YouTubers or other content creators own, the prices of certain products are brought up immensely because they know people will pay them since they came there to visit and support that person's business. Or the main reason is to get a chance to see them. But if they're walking into this establishment, they're obviously going to be buying something. And it's the same thing with Salt Bae. I bet a lot of people pulled up to his restaurants thinking the man's gonna be there, so they sit down, order a few steaks, not knowing how much it's actually gonna be until they see this damn bill. It's crazy, and nobody realized how much this man actually charges until now. Some people, especially in the comments, have even said that they visited his restaurant many times, and the quality is not as good as he claims. It's just a golden wrapped regular steak, and the staff is unprofessional and whatnot, and it's not worth it just to get overpriced wine and steaks at all, just because a rich famous guy owns the place. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but about a year and a half ago, some guy called the cops on Salt Bae. This whole thing kind of reminds me of that situation. It was back in March of 2021. Some guy by the name of Don Miranda visited one of Salt Bae's restaurant when he opened it up in Miami. And when he saw that bill, he couldn't believe his eyes. In a nutshell, the whole situation escalated between the waiter, the owner of course, and the customer. The cops ended up being called, and the group of friends and family could not believe how much he was actually being charged. And they went online and called the entire thing a complete scam, which kind of kickstart this theory that this guy is actually just scamming people. The steak alone costs about $275, and with the golden wrap on it costs around $1,000. Apparently most people just order the $275 steak and not the golden wrap. But Salt Bae's restaurants, they have a reputation for serving their customers with the golden wrap anyway without them even knowing you're asking. And that's exactly what happened to this guy. When he saw that bill, he shared it online, and his entire story went completely viral. But that was like a year and a half ago. Most people forgot about it. But now once again, Salt Bae is facing even more controversy a year later. And it's pretty much the same situation. Back then, the guy who shared his story and got the cops called on him, he felt like he was completely robbed since he didn't want the overpriced extras that came with the meat. But they added it anyway without his permission just to get more money out of him. And even him sharing that receipt now, what sucks is this type of controversy or drama, I should say, doesn't even ruin his restaurants at all. It actually gives it publicity, and bad publicity is still publicity. This whole thing just gets more people talking about his overpriced steaks and his various restaurant locations, and it's making his business boom because now more and more people went and bought into his expensive entrees, which is crazy. Like, you would think that this whole thing will halt business because people were starting to realize just how much they were spending for a damn steak and fries at his restaurant, but no, it just made others want to see it for themselves and end up actually buying into it without caring at all. A prime example of this is his recent UK location that he just opened. Salt Bae finally opened up a restaurant in the UK in London. Immediately once it opened up, it was named one of the worst locations ever in London, but still, even though it had a bad reputation, that didn't stop business because the restaurant was still able to generate over £7 million in just 3 months, which is crazy. Like, then why are people still complaining about this man's expensive restaurants and people are still going and spending all that money on his steaks? It's like they're fine with paying a car's worth on lunch at an influencer's restaurant. Then when they see their bank statements at the end of the month, they'll start complaining online, only to give his business more attention and make him more money. The cycle never ends. It's been like this for a few years now. I feel like this is like his plan every time at this point, to flex how much he's making at his restaurants, get people talking about his restaurants mad, and end up showing up on an empty stomach and buying into his crazy prices, wasting $3K on steaks and $400 french fries. Like, that would never be me. I promise you guys, I will never pay $600K on dinner. That's just mad. I would rather go to freaking Applebee's or Dallas BBQ and get like a $20 steak, get some food coloring, sprinkle that on the freaking steak, and not waste much of my hard-earned cash. That's like a year's worth of rent right there. It's insane. It's definitely not worth it. These prices are crazy. I just want to talk about this because I've been seeing a lot of other influencers and content creators come out and go crazy over this receipt that he shared. Hope soon he brings down the prices at least to just like a couple hundred, because maybe $200 on a wrapped steak doesn't sound so bad, but $6K on a freaking golden steak, that's just scamming at this point. And then the fries, everyone's been going crazy on the fries. It's like $300 just for french fries, and they're not even like golden wrapped. I've never seen a receipt go this viral. All over, I keep bumping into posts and videos of everyone expressing their frustrations with this picture Salt Bae posted, and honestly, there's no point of even complaining and people spam hating in the comments, because like I said, this backlash isn't doing anything but putting more money into his pockets, and he's loving it. More money for salt and golden wrapped steaks, if you know what I mean. Pretty much it. Like I said, just wanted to talk on this. This post has been going pretty viral. Let me know your thoughts below. Subscribe if you're new, leave a like, and yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Stay blue.